Okay, chat, I'm ready. Sorry, I was just grabbing the coffee out of the kitchen. How are y'all doing? Cheers and sociable, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. There it is, the finished product. Looks a little bit orange. It's brown and creamy and frothy and foamy and French vanilla-y. And good. Give me 1 second. I'm going to close my patio windows because it's I got a cold breeze coming in. It's actually colder today. 1 second. All right, it's chilly out there a little bit. I don't know what the temperature is right now. Let me see. What's the temp? Let me turn the music down too. I like this Brotherhood soundtrack. I like it, I think I like it better than the first soundtrack that we heard. 20 degrees, so it's not, I guess it's just windy. It's not super, it's not like super cold. It's 10 degrees colder than it's been in the 2 weeks ago or so. Am I starting Lies of P? No, not today. We're working on Brotherhood today, Terrell. Nice to see you. Are you playing Lies of P? I've heard good things about it. Co-Carnage and, Zeke and It's Me JP and others have been saying that it's the best of the Souls-likes. It's a Souls-like. I heard them talking about it on Drop Frames the other day, and they said that it's really good. So I definitely want to play it, definitely want to stream it. But how dare they? I heard that they really like it. They said it's really good. If you own Xbox Game Pass, it's free on Xbox Game Pass. So, another notch in the cap. Have they not played Neo 2? Have they not played Neo 2? But I don't know. Neo 2 has got more things going on. Neo has more things going on than just the stuff Souls has going on. I don't know if you can call... I guess Neo 2 is a Souls-like. But it's kind of like its own thing too, right? It kind of has like the stances and the spirit animals, and it brings a bunch of new things to the table as well. So I don't know if it's fully Souls-like. It is, but is it? It is, but is it? What was I gonna say? The other day I had a monster crazy night. I was working in a certain section that had a lot. Oh shit! What just happened? I just had a music. No, it's okay. It'll just go to the next. I had one of my songs in my lineup crash on me. I just got a notification, but it's okay. If that happens, it just jumps to the next song in the queue. All of these songs you're hearing are from the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which is what we're playing today. Hi, Salem's. You'll have to catch you guys tomorrow as Signal is shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. Hopefully your day at work will be smooth. My day at work the other day was not so smooth, which caused me to have a long night at work and then not get much sleep, and which caused me to be super tired the next day and not get a stream in. But I'm here today because last night at work was a long night at work, but it wasn't a complex night. We had some equipment go missing. Let me just put it that way. We had some equipment go missing the other day, and we had to hunt and search for it to try to figure out, because in my industry, when things go missing, it's not good. When things go missing in my industry, you have to find them, because it could be shenanigans could be going on. Somebody could be up to no good. So we had to go through a bunch of paperwork, open up a bunch of different mechanical devices. There was a whole lot of shit that had to go down, and but end result was we solved the problem, tracked down the issue. There was no shenanigans, but there was a procedural change because the procedures as they were written had a weakness that could result in the situation happening that happened the other day that caused the long and complex evening. But resolved, anyway, got resolved, successfully resolved. And then yesterday I was in a different area, and it wasn't a hard night, it was just a long night, but I was able to get sleep. Hopefully, Salem's, your day will go smoothly and you won't have those kinds of issues. I have a little bit of news. We're going to play Brotherhood today. Yes, I do want to play, in answer to you, Terrell, yes, I do want to play Lies of P. But I had said that we were going to do the Ezio collection, the first game, then some kind of filler game to be, what's the word I'm looking for? To be a variety streamer, to keep the variety going. Hey, Frosty Bream, what's going on? Nice to see you. which we did, which was Ratchet and Clank. We knocked that out in 7 streams. That was a great game. I highly recommend. If you like that kind of thing, if you like a fun run and gun game, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is a beautiful PS5 game. Super cute, super fun, enjoyable. Really enjoyed that. And now we're going to play the second game in the Ezio collection. So today I had to get up, and I got up about, I got up about an hour and a half ago to get the stream ready. And I had to reattach the PS4 and get the new music and set up the death counter and all the things, look for the news that I wanted to talk about, which I'll bring up here in a second. Grab connections and Wordle. The champion of Wordle is Kelly Louise, now known as Kelly, on chat. If you're out there, I don't know if you're lurking or if you're out there, but if you are the Wordle MVP with the word angel from the other day. So prepare your brains, chat, for connections. Pippity Poppity's favorite game, 0 out of 10 game, right? And prepare your brain for that, and prepare your brains to take on Kelly if she's so inclined to give us a first word today if she's around. If not, I'll open it up to chat. And news. Let me bring you over. Okay, now I have to play around a little bit because I'm using the console today, so I have to make sure that I have everything set up right. I think I do. Let me get the news up. So the news that I had was the story about Unity Engine. You guys been watching or following any of that drama? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. How do I bring that up again? Uh-oh. How do I switch scenes to that? Over here. Which scene do I have it on? I think I have it here. Is it here? No, it's not going to be there. Yes. No. Yes, it'll be here. That's not it. Oh, yes, it is. This is it. Okay. Hang on. I got this figured out. 1 second. Right here. There it is. Okay. Unity apologizes for the controversial new pricing scheme and will be making changes to the policy. So if you haven't been following any of this, or you don't know what any of this is about, a lot of games are written on the Unity engine from Unity Software. And apparently Unity as a company is not doing very well. They are losing market share. There's a lot of hefty competition coming up, like Unreal Engine 5. And maybe, in that industry, in the software industry, Pippity could probably attest to this because he works in that industry. Adapt or die, right? If you don't continuously evolve your product and make better changes and new things, other companies come along to take you head on, right? Like iPhone has competition. It didn't at first, and it has competition like crazy. Unity is no different. They're in a very, very rough, tumble, highly competitive gaming market space. And apparently they've been suffering and hemorrhaging cash. So they came up with this idea that, hey, let's change our pricing structure. And anybody that has their games, any developers, indie developers or other developers that have their games built on the Unity engine, well, every time somebody buys and downloads a game built on the Unity engine, we're going to charge a fee. Every single download, we're going to charge a fee. And it's important to evolve, but if you, sorry, now I'm reading on my phone chat because I'm using my chat screen for my, but if you abandon your existing customers, you're going to implode based on bad leadership and decision making. Well, this could fall into that category. So apparently they decided they were going to do a quick and easy money grab, which was basically every time somebody downloaded a game built on Unity engine, they were going to charge a fee. They were going to get a piece of the action, a little bit of royalty action. So instead of buying the engine or paying an upfront price for the engine to use in your games, they were going to back end it. So every time somebody downloaded a game, they got a chunk. And the entire Unity gaming dev community went ballistic and threatened class action lawsuits, threatened all kinds of stuff, said this is ridiculous, how dare you do this, what's going on? So the backlash was so strong, heard Unity company got a new CEO from EA. Yes, that was the other thing. They got a new CEO from EA, and this was one of the decisions under that new CEO. So there you go. So one of the worst voted companies in the world has their CEO leave, move to a new company, and suddenly now we've got money grab policies. Apple Tree should be all over this. They've added loot boxes they've loot boxed their developers. Now if you want to build in the Unity engine, you got to pay the toll. Every download, 20 cents a download or something like that. I forget what the price is. But the rabbit hole gets even deeper because apparently there's rumors that there were emails going around that a lot of the uppity up management knew that this would probably be a shitty and a stupid idea, and they dumped their stock before the stock price fell, which it did fall. I can show you Unity's stock price, which is probably another reason why they're backtracking now. Here's Unity's stock. Here's Unity's stock. This is over the last couple of days right here. This is where the announced change. This is where the change announced happened. So you could see consistently over time they were dropping in value, and then they said, "Oh, we got to do something." So they did the old money grab, and boom, their stock fell. So there's accusations of insider trading now on top of everything. You always bring toilet paper to the Twilight Zone. There's a lot of doo-doo there. Hey, what's going on, Jack? Nice to see you. Is this not it? Yes. There's rumors of that. There are rumors of that, Terrell. There are rumors of that. It annoys you that these fools get massive salaries and don't get anything for your rampant foolishness. I'm very envious and jealous. You're envious and jealous of these guys. They don't get smacked on the knuckles. So anyway, there you go. So that's what happened to their stock price because of that announcement. They probably noticed that. They saw the backlash. So now there's a statement. Unity apologizes for the controversial new pricing scheme, and it will be making changes to the policy. When the game engine company Unity announced to change its pricing last week, the response to developers was overwhelmingly negative. The change would mean developers would be charged an increased fee as they crossed set thresholds every time their game was installed. I'm not going to read all of this. Just the pricing change was seen as an impediment to including games in bundles, giveaways, and subscription services like Game Pass, which would mean like if you had it on Game Pass, every time you played a game, got rid of it, reinstalled it, played it, got rid of it, reinstalled it, or Microsoft wouldn't want to pay the fee, so they're not going to put any Unity games on Game Pass. This is a ridiculous idea to back end their software like this. So anyway. So it appears now that they were so criticized. Where is it? It also was criticized for being applied to games that have already been released as long as they continue to be distributed after the policy goes into effect. So they were going to grandfather in all of the games other people had already downloaded. Are you kidding? Developers remained critical of this latest statement from Unity. There wasn't any, because Unity's saying there's confusion about what they were going to do. So the developers have said there wasn't any confusion, says Trent Custers of the Jump Light Odyssey studio, League of Geeks. In fact, the exact opposite, the concerning issue here, that we all very clearly understood the devastating impact and anti-developer sentiment of your new pricing model far better than you ever did or cared to before rolling it out. So there you go. So there's the drama. If you want the gaming drama, the latest, hottest off the presses gaming drama, there it is. Unity has shit on its face. Apple's hurling it directly at Unity and their EA CEO, and they're backtracking now. So there you go. I had that. That was my little bit of news that I had for you. That brings us to Connections Chat. Everyone's favorite game. Everyone's favorite game is here. Are you ready to play? Are you ready to make the connections between 16 words and 4 unknown groups? God, I hope they don't do a Peanuts characters one. Pippity's ready. I can see by his face palm in chat. He's ready to make the connections. Worse, wasn't this geezer that wanted to charge gamers for more ammo when their weapons ran out? It could be Apple. I don't know. Was it? It could very well be. Any chance to stuff their pockets with cash at the expense of gamer fun and developer creativity, they try to find it, and then when it doesn't work out, then when they realize that too many people are going to be upset, it's actually going to affect them, and they see their stock prices drop, they got to backpedal and say, you were confused about what we were talking about. It's not us, it's you. You were confused. We need to reassess and explain it a little bit more clearly, because obviously, community, you were confused about our ability to try to grab money from you. Can't we play an exciting game like Where's Waldo? Guess Who? I Spy? Or my beady little eyes. Do you have beady little eyes, Apple? Well, put your beady little eyes on these 16 words, okay? And make the connection. And don't let Pippity Poppity win all the glory, because he loves this game. Pippity loves this game. There's a clip of him saying that. Is there? Is there really? From the ammo thing? Jesus. That's ridiculous. You could play until you run out of ammo, and then you have to wait till 20. It's like Candy Crush. Then you got to wait 24 hours. We're going to turn all your games into mobile games. Then you're going to have to wait 24 hours. or pay us $1 for 20 bullets. All right, here, you ready? Connections. Everybody put your eyes on these 16 words. Terrell, you're good at this. I'm relying on my smart chat to save the day. Here we go. Here they are. We've got to create 4 groups of words. 4 groups of words, chat. We've got smart, cowboy, Mars, lasso, frontier, sharp, sheriff. Now, keep in mind, they try to trick you too. Remember the Peanuts thing where there were like 5 potential peanut names? You might see like words that make sense with each other and then it doesn't work out. So you got to be careful for that. Frontier, sharp, sheriff, Alaska, quick, spirit, bright, outlaw, drifter, clever, Rogers, and Southwest. And Pippi's coming strong with some. What do you got? Cowboy, outlaw, drifter, and sheriff. All Western sounding words, so cowboy. What about lasso, though? What about lasso? You're leaving lasso out. See, they're doing it again. There's cowboy, lasso, frontier, sheriff, outlaw, Southwest, drifter. There's so many, though. Are you sure you want to go with that? They're probably going to tell us, listen, sir, probably going to tell us no, because you didn't pick the right 4 out of the 6 possibles. They're jobs titles for the West folk. So a cowboy is a job title. Sheriff is a job title. Outlaw, do you consider outlaw a job title? I guess. Is drifter a job title? I guess. We could try it, Pip. You want to try it? You're willing to risk, are you willing to risk? Do you think that's what the title of the category is going to be? Job titles for people in the West? All right, I'm willing to try it, Pip. You ready? Pip just wants this game to die. Pip just wants this game to crash and burn. I suspect it's sabotage. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's try it. Oh my God. Tropes. Tropes was the word. Pippity Poppity was 100% correct. I stand with apple tree thrown shit on my face. Well done. Fuck, I know this game requires gigabrain bullshit. Gigabrain. That's a good word. I haven't heard that before. What do you got for me, Terrell? Well done, Pip. That deserves applause. That deserves applause. Because I would have had lasso, frontier, Southwest. I would have had other words in there with it. All right. Well, who was the next person? Smart, quick, bright, and clever. And Appletree is seconding your pick, Terrell. So, smart. You're so smart. You're very quick-witted. You're a very bright individual. You're such a clever person. Should we try it for Apple and Terrell? Let's go. Nope. They said no. You're allowed to have cowboy, drifter, outlaw, and sheriff, and ignore lasso, frontier, and Southwest. That's acceptable. But if you think for 1 minute that you're gonna put bright, quick, smart, and clever together, and think you are so bright, smart, quick, and clever, you got another thing coming, because the game says, forget it, buddy. That's not it. That's not reasonable answer. Who's throwing their Vaseline across the room as we speak? All right. Because sharp, again, see, they're doing it again with that. More than one word that would fit that category. More than 4, I mean. Spirit, Frontier, Alaska, and Southeast are all airlines. Oh, look at this. See, look, Pippity Poppity pretends that he's not interested in this game and that it's a 0 out of 10. But he's the guy that keeps coming up with these what was the word you used earlier? Gigabrain connections. Unbelievable. Frontier Airlines, Spirit Airlines, Alaska Airlines, and Southwest Airlines. Just because you're good at it doesn't mean you like it. That's what she said. All right, you ready? Or as they used to say, as the actress said to the bishop. You agree with Terrell? I think he's got the right answer. What did you say, Terrell? Pretty sure we have the right group. So we got to change a word in the group? All right. Well, let's try this one for Mr. Pippity Poppity, and then we'll see. Here we go. Yep, there it is. Pip is 2 for 4. Don't let this man run over you, chat. Don't be fooled by him saying it's a bullshit game and he doesn't like it, and then suddenly he sweeps 4 for 4 categories. This is a part of his new technique. In Wordle, he waits until 3 or 4 letters are unlocked, and then he uses his typing skills to skip the queue. And in this game, he pretends he hates it, but he's actually really good at it. I want to move on to the Wordle, says Pip. All right, you ready? What are we going to go? So what's the final decision here, chat? What's the final decision? What do you got for me? Mars, Lasso, Rogers? So you guys wanted to go what? You wanted to go replace what? Swap what with what? Swap sharp with quick. So go smart, sharp, clever, and bright. So if we were to do that, how does quick, Lasso, Rogers, and Mars connect? What's the connection? It has to be a word somehow, does it? Remember last time it was like I love New York, I love you, I love Lucy. Is there something like that with those 4 other words? Lasso, Rogers, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Mars. That doesn't work. What would the connection be if we go with the other alternate? Look, we've got 3 mistakes. We can still take 3 more strikes. So I'm willing to fire this. Push the button. Should I do like the streamers? What do the booby streamers do when they do like the stuff like towel drop and all this? Okay, we're gonna push the button any second now, chat. We're gonna push the button. We're gonna push the button any second now. Any second now, we're gonna push the button. No, if it's Mr. Names. What do you mean, no, if it's Mr. Names? Mars, Rogers, Lasso, and Quick. What would the connection be of those 4 words, though? We're gonna push the button any minute now. Any minute for Pippity Poppity. We're gonna push the button any minute, chat. Any minute, we're gonna push the button. It's gotta be more Mars, Lasso, Rogers, and Bright. I'll just turn your music back on and leave the stream. Are you threatening me, sir? Are you threatening me? What do you think? It's got to be what? It's got to be Mars, Lasso, Roger, and Bright. Why, though, Trell? Why do you say Mars, Lasso, Roger, and Bright? What's your rationale? What's the connection? You would say switch Bright for Quick? But we already did that. Did we not? This game is fucking shit. So wait, deselect. What do you want me to go here? You want me to switch Quick for Bright? Bright is a name. Is it? Mr. Bright? Bright is a name? Is it? As in Brighton Pavilion? So you want to go quick, smart, sharp, and clever, but isn't that what we already did? Isn't that what we already did, though? What was the choices that what was the one that we did before? What was the one that we did before? We did, I'm scrolling back now. Quick, bright, smart, and clever. And now we're going to do quick, sharp, smart, and clever. You want to try that? Quick, sharp, smart, and clever? Smart, clever, sharp, and bright. So which way around do you want to do it? Do you want quick or do you want bright? We already tried it though, and it didn't work. Smart, clever, sharp, and bright. We already tried it, right? Did we not? We tried quick, bright, smart, and clever. We tried these 4. It didn't work. And now you want to try smart, clever, sharp, and... Shut up! Shut up, Mr. Giga Chad, Giga Brain. We tried quick, smart, bright, and clever. And now you want to try quick, smart, clever, and sharp, and leave bright out of it. Yes? Smart, clever, sharp, and bright. Smart, clever, sharp, and bright. You want bright, not quick. Get rid of quick. You want bright, not quick. So you want this. I'm not pressing the button until somebody types the 4 words they want. Are those the 4 words you want? I got no, not bright, yes, bright. You guys have to make up your mind. Are we or are we not using bright? Okay, Apple, you decide, Apple. You decide. Put your foot down, Apple. Smart, clever, bright, and sharp. Okay, this one's for you, Apple. You ready? Live or die, live by the sword or die by the sword. Good luck, Apple Tree. I've got the 4 words you want. Ready? Here you go. No, sir, you are incorrect. Wrong. You are wrong. They do not like you. Apple Tree's decided he hates this game. This game is shit. I warned you guys. I warned you guys. Now what, chat? Now what? I think the whole idea about being smart and clever doesn't work. We got to think up something else. They don't like that whole smart, clever, sharp, and all that shit. They don't like it. They don't like it. Add Terrell's word. Add what word? What do you want? All right, Terrell, go on. Fire when ready. Give me 4 words. Which 4? I don't want to guess. There's too much chat and agreeing and disagreeing on which words to include in your group. You have to type the 4 words, and then I'll click on them. Smarty pants, what do you got for me? Give me the 4 you want me to click on. And the reason behind it. I don't think this whole being smart and clever and sharp is working. I think that's a fail. I think there's some other thing we're missing. Some stupid innocuous add a T and spell the word backwards or some bullshit kind of thing like that's going on. Something like that. I don't know. What words do you want? Sharp. Clever. I don't think that's what they're going for here. Lasso. Lasso is an action. Lasso is a thing. It's also an action. You can lasso the bull in the ring, can't you? Clever. I don't know if they, I don't know. So now you're not typing your 4 words. Have you changed your mind? Oh, here we go. The rest could be family names, so I'm thinking smart, clever, quick, and sharp. All right, for you. Smart, clever, quick, and sharp. Have we not tried that already? Did we not? Was that not the very first thing we tried? I lassoed your mother last night, Trebek. What was our very first one where we thought we were so smart and we were wrong? What was our first guess along those lines? I'm scrolling back to look. I have to do it on my phone because I'm using my... Smart, quick, bright, and clever was the first one we used. So we didn't use sharp. We used bright, we didn't use sharp. Okay, yeah, we didn't use sharp. All right, here you go. You ready? Quick.
Peppity Poppity says I lassoed your mother last night, Trebek. Quicks are Trebek.
All right, we tried apples. It was a fail. We're going to try Terrell's. You ready? Here we go. Submit. No, you lose, sir. You lose. Good day. Are you done with this whole it's got to be about being smart and sharp and clever shit? I tried to tell you guys. They lie in this game. They lie. All right? We got 1 guess left. Get off of this whole I'm smart, sharp, bright, clever, quick. It's bullshit. They don't like it. All right? Have you learned your lesson now, chat? New York Times hates us. All right? That's not it. Get off this whole being smart business. They did it on purpose because everybody's going to think they're so smart, and then they're going to get kicked in the teeth. It's got nothing to do with being smart, clever, bright, and sharp. That's way off base. It's completely off base. We've tried every combination now and wasted all our guesses on it. If we don't get this right now, chat, we lose. You understand me? What are we gonna do? Forget about being clever, smart, sharp, and bright. All right, let's look. Let's look at this. Let's think about this. Let's be smart, clever, sharp, and bright, but figure out what the hell they're talking about. Okay, look. Rogers in Canada is a stadium. It's like a tech company. Sharp is a tech company. But as far as I can go with it. And then I fail. Is there like a Quick Stadium or a Mars Stadium or a Smart Stadium or a Lasso, Mars, Smart, and Sharp? Because they all have A in them, and I want to play Wordle. Like we had the whole airlines thing. See, we got the easy one. The easy one was the Western troops. The hard one was airlines. We haven't got difficult or tricky. They do a tricky one. Tricky category. The connection for tricky is the words are, it's like one of those kind of one connections. Sabotage even has 2 A's. What do you think? Maybe it's not a stadium thing. Rogers is the name of a company. Sharp is the name of a company. Mars is the name of a chocolate bar. Are there any other company names in there? I don't know. Lasso, Quick, I don't know. We got to think outside the box here. We got to think outside the box. What do you got? Apple Tree is still on the whole smart thing. We tried all of these, Apple. We tried all of these. Bright, clever, quick, sharp. We've tried all. Did we not try bright, clever, quick, and sharp? You're adamant. All right. Oh my God. Quick is a brand in Belgium. But see, this is New York Times. Would they do that to us? Would they do that to us? Let me scroll back, Apple. Did we not try bright, clever, quick, and sharp? Did we not try that? What did we try? Scrolling back again. You're making me scroll. You tried smart, clever, sharp, and bright. You tried... We tried 3 different ones. You tried quick, bright, smart, and clever. New York Times is a bunch of staunchy assholes sitting in a room farting until the auction is decreased so much they come up with great ideas in quotes. That's a very Apple Tree thing to say. You involved the smelling their own farts business. To be fair, there is an intelligence group since we are only missing one word in the group. There is an intelligence group since we're only missing one word in the group. What do you mean? All right. Shall I try apples? Apple is adamant. Do you want to try apples? Don't judge me for your hobby. What, the smelling farts? Shall we try Apple's suggestion? Are you sure we've not tried it? I'm willing to try it. Bright, clever, quick, and sharp. But that would leave you with Smart, Lasso, Rogers, and Mars. I'm willing to try it. I don't think we've tried it because I would have recognized that pattern for selecting 4 words. I don't think we've tried that one. At the end of each tries, this game tells us how off we are. They need to add something to this game, right? They need to add like what they need with the statistics and other people guessing stuff. They need to say like from the dumbest connections to the smartest connections that weren't correct and where you fall into the category. So you can see how much you smelled your own farts while you played it. All right, Apple, you might be onto something. I'm willing to try it. If we don't get this one right, we lose, chat. We lose, and it's good day, sir. And then it's on to Wordle. Pippity Poppity is chomping at the bit to kick all your asses in Wordle. But just playing devil's advocate, if this is correct, if it is, If it is, if this is correct, then what's the connection between Smart, Lasso, Rogers, and Mars? Mars is a planet. It's also a chocolate bar, and it's also a god. Rogers is a telecommunications company. It's also it's a kids' TV show. No idea what that connection would be, right? Is Smart a chocolate bar? I've never heard of a Smart chocolate bar. I've never heard of a Lasso chocolate bar or a Rogers chocolate bar. I've never heard of it. You realize the tricky one is going to be, it's going to be a groaner. It's going to be an absolute groaner. All right, you ready? You ready? Because if we can't make a sensible connection, is there a phrase or a word that you can add? Is there any like phrase or word we can add? Like, I don't know. I can't think of one though. Like quick-witted, smart, sharp tongue, clever boy, but you can't do that with other words. It's got to be something like that. All right, so let's take a vote. Apple tree, are we doing this? Terrell, are you guys happy with this choice? Should we try it? It could be. I mean, if Apple is right, listen, if this is correct, and Apple's a stubbornness with the intelligence guess works out, we win. Apple, you might save the day here. You're backing your decision. Okay, if this is correct, we win. If it's incorrect, we lose. It's as simple as that. The only problem is the last 4 words, we have no idea what the connection of them are. All right, here you go, chat. Good luck to us. I'm pressing the button. Oh, Apple, you win. Apple finally got it. Believe in the apple. Believe in the apple tree. Believe in Mr. Apple. Yeah! They did the same. They did the same thing to us today that they did to us 2 days ago with the Peanuts characters, because they gave us Woodstock, Charlie, Lucy, Pigpen, and one more, Peppermint Patty. They gave us 5 potential Charlie Brown characters, and there was a Charlie Brown characters category, but which 4 groups, what grouping of 4 did you use? So they make you waste all your guesses trying to figure out the correct grouping. I have no idea what Smart, Mars, Rogers, and Lasso have in common, chat. Before I select and press the button, does anybody want to take a stab at what weird, bizarro, tricky connection these words have? Hey, Kez, what's up, man? Cheers. We're on the last connection. Kesmond, Smart, Mars, Rogers, and Lasso. They're connected. We already know they're connected. How are they connected? How are Lasso, Rogers, Smart, and Mars connected? How? I'm doing good, sir. I'm doing well. We're about to play some... we're going to play Wordle after this, and then we're going to start Brotherhood today. But we need to know the connection between Smart, Mars, Rogers, and Lasso. What the hell is the connection? Rope? Well, Lasso has a rope. How do you get a rope connection? How is Rogers and rope connected? Or Mars and rope? Smart. Smart bar, Rogers bar, Lasso bar, Mars bar. There's a Mars bar, but I don't know. They're the words left over. That's the connection. Oh my God. You know what? I wouldn't put it past them, Pip. That's a gigabrain. That phrase is going to stick in my head now. Thanks, Pip. Gigabrain is going to be one of my new favorite words to use. All right, here we go. Smart, Mars, Rogers, and Lasso. No, let it be said that none of us, all of our collective intelligences combined, could figure out the connection here. None of us could figure out the connection. Now we're all going to see the connection and we're all going to groan. Get ready to groan. Are you ready to groan? Are you ready for Pippity Poppity to say 0 out of 10 game? Are you ready for the connection? Okay, here we go.
2Rull_Wizard says old Apple Tree's brilliant mind, endless knowledge.
He is a smart man. Apple Trees was adamant. He didn't give up. There was so many combinations. I think we tried all of them. Finally, from pure absolute attrition, We got the right combination. Okay, here we go. Here's what. How the hell are these words connected? Get ready to groan. Get ready to groan. TV show title surnames. What the shit? TV show title surnames. Mr. Rogers. TV show title surnames. Mr. Smart. What surname is that? What TV show is something smart? Get Smart? Is it like Get Smart? Ted Lasso? What's the Mars one? Gets Ted Lasso, Get Smart, Mr. Rogers. See, that's bullshit. That's the purple tricky one. That's bullshit. I never watched Mr. Rogers. I didn't grow up in the United States. I didn't watch Ted Lasso. Get Smart I watched years ago. What decade are they from? What century? That's a connection. Just sticking it to the millennials and the Gen Zs. Good luck. Good luck if you're not an older person playing this game. And even then, good luck. All right, there you go. All right, we're moving on, chat, to the Wordle. Are you ready for more word association fun? Here we are. Kelly Louise, are you out there? Kelly, if you're out there, we need the first word. You are the MVP with Angel. Don't know if you're there. Don't know if you've been sitting patiently through the whole connections fiasco. By the way, we are undefeated at connections. Even though we sucked, Apple Tree saved us. I just want to point that out. Apple Tree is working on putting a connections jersey on the ceiling next to Pippity Poppity's Wordle jersey. He's a worthy champion today. He didn't give up on the intelligent thing. There she is. Hey, Kelly. Pasta. All right, let's try pasta. Pasta, says Kelly. Survey says. Apple, you gonna go for 2 for 2? You gonna try to pull Kelly off the first rung of the ladder? Are you gonna try to sweep today? Here we go. Pasta. One letter in the wrong place. That's our normal. We're shooting. We're batting our average score right now. You and Terrell Wizard worked out together and argued like children and came to a conclusion. And it was correct. Your conclusion was correct. The only way I knew we hadn't chosen that connection, that group of 4, was the pattern it made. I'd never picked one that did like the zigzag pattern, so I knew that those 4 words were words in a combo we hadn't used. I didn't have to scroll through chat. Here comes Pippity Poppity. He wants a piece of the action. This is his game. We're in his territory now. Groan. Is that inspired by the last game we just played? Groan. Pippity Poppity is letting out a large groan. Here it is. Wow! 1 letter in the correct place, 2 letters in the wrong place, 2 letters yet to get. We know it has R as the second letter. So it's very unlikely that it starts with N, because NR would just be weird, right? So it probably doesn't start with N. So it's blank R, and we know it doesn't end AN. So it either ends in A. We know it doesn't end in N. So it's probably more likely to be, and RN would be weird too, wouldn't it? Oh, sorry. RN like that would be weird too, right? So N's probably second last letter, right? So it's probably like an ANT or something like that, right? Or an AND, yeah. All right, what do we got? Errand. Let's try it. Errand. Let's try it. For Kelly. She wants her title. She wants the second rung of the ladder. No, they don't take it. Either incorrectly spelled. Errand must be spelled differently. I'm a terrible speller, Kelly, so I wouldn't be able to. Is it 2 R's or is it spelled differently? 2 R's maybe. Frank. I don't know if they do proper names, Apple Tree. Wouldn't that be considered a proper name? It's also Let Me Be Frank. No, you have to be Fred. Let me be frank about this situation. Could be. Frank is a word, yeah. Frank. It's also a name, but Frank is also a word. Let's try it. I think that your A and your N are going to be correct, if nothing else. I think your R, your A, and your N are correct. It may not, you may have the whole thing, but I think for sure you got the A and the N. Let's have a look. Oh, it's over! It's over! It's over! It's a sweep! It's a sweep! It's a sweep! Everybody sit down, relax. Apple Tree's got this, people. Apple Tree's got this. It's a sweep. Guys, like, what the
If there's a place you gotta go, I'm the one you need to know. I'm the map.
Yes! Apple Tree, well done. Well done, Apple Tree. Apple Tree took us all to school today. He was both bright, clever, quick, and sharp today. And both. He was all of the above. Bright, clever, quick, and sharp. And Frank with us. This is shit. Kesman's throwing the Vaseline. Pippity Poppy's done. Pippity Poppy's signed off. He's done. Somebody took the Wordle? No, he's done. He's out of here. Back to Starfield. Back to shooting ships in space. Well done, Apple Trees. I raised my last swallow of coffee to you. That was fun. Connections is fun because it's so bad. Because it's so horrendous, it's fun. Well done. Apple Tree, for the rest of this day, you are the MVP. You could also be a returning MVP tomorrow, and feel good, Apple Tree. Feel the power of, people. When you walk down the street today, people need to be getting out of the way, bowing and scraping to the MVP. Well played, sir. Well done. Well done. All right. Let's play some Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. If I can figure out what I need to do here to change over I think I need to do this. That's what I need to do. And then I need to get you guys back up on the normal chat screen so that I can read you better. There we go. Oh, I can see you guys now so much better. Okay, perfect. Let's activate this. Start up the Ezio collection. Turn off the outside music. And we will begin. We will play some Assassin's Creed. Ilrox, what's up? Wasn't it cool when Minerva was talking to Desmond? Yeah, is that Minerva was the vision? Like, are we to assume, okay, I got a question for you, Ilrox. Are we to assume in that final scene, it's like what I took from it was the apple is basically, the artifact, the apple is basically knowledge, and knowledge is power, and that those who hold the apple have the knowledge and the leadership and the power, and that knowledge came from a previous civilization from long ago that was far more advanced, either on the Earth or intergalactically, that had traveled to the Earth, and that then that apple, that knowledge had been passed on, and then we saw all of the different, rise and falls of civilization on Earth. And she spoke of Desmond, and Ezio was like, who is this Desmond person? Because Ezio, of course, doesn't understand the whole modern society with the what do they call the machine that he travels back in time with? The I can't think of its name right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Are they supposed to be like intergalactic space traveling aliens that visited Earth and started a civilization on Earth, or were they just a really old civilization from Earth that is no longer, but were really advanced? Yeah, the apple's just a random thing. It's not really important. It's just the intro to the precursors. Okay, but the whole vision he had and everything. They were here on Earth. They created humans based on their image. Okay, so they are like the gods. They're like kind of like gods. They're so supremely intelligent that they created human life and have been watching it ever since, kind of thing, and its growth. So the as in the tree, God created the Garden of Eden, and in the garden was a tree of knowledge, of which the seed was planted, etc., etc. That's kind of they are the creation force. That's where all our mythology comes from. Okay. But they're real people, but they're not gods. Yeah, they're real civilization, but they're not of the Earth. We are of them. We are their creation. They're so advanced they can actually make life. Something like that, right? So Brotherhood picks up where Assassin's Creed 2 left off, right? Because I think they even show the timeline here. So we played Assassin's Creed 2, 1474 to 1499, and now we're going to play Brotherhood, which is 1499 to 1507. So it picks up where the other one left off. Minerva is the Roman goddess of wisdom. Cool. Cool. I did not know. I'd heard the name before, but I did not know the origin. Let's go. Let's do it. And just so you all know, I completely forget the controls. So I'm probably going to do a lot of parkour dying and fumbling around until I figure it out. Unless they do a new tutorial. Hopefully they'll do something. All the precursors are all the gods from different mythologies. Oh, gotcha. For all the different games. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Let's do it. Options. Do we need to put on spoken subtitle display on? Language English. Good. Story mode. Start a save file. We're gonna call it in honor of our MVP today, and keeping with what we did on the previous one. We have to put Old Apple Tree in here, right? So let's do that. There it is. Old Apple Trees will be the name of our save file. And away we go.
I don't think anyone
Animus,
ever
that's what I'm trying to think of.
expects wake up
Animus
one
is the name of the
morning and
machine.
Find themselves caught in the middle of a war between two secret organizations. I know I didn't. But here I am. On one side are the Templars, better known these days as Abstergo Industries. They're in the business of control. Politics, economics, technology. They won't stop until every single one of us serves them. Literally. Fighting against them are the Assassins, a group dedicated to safeguarding humanity's free will. I was born into the Brotherhood. A couple of weeks ago, the Templars found me. They took me prisoner, strapped me into a machine they built, and put me to work. It's called an Animus.
Apple Tree saw that.
That's where I spent most
stupid
of my time.
pop-ups coming on my screen.
Exploring the memories
exactly.
of my ancestors, discovering entire lives locked deep inside my DNA. First, I revisited the life of Altair ibn La'ahad, an assassin from the Crusades.
That's
The
Assassin's
Templars
Creed
wanted
1.
the location of something known as a Piece of Eden, an ancient artifact capable of bending people to their will. Once the Templars had what they were looking for, they decided my usefulness had come to an end. But Lucy saved me.
Assassin's Creed 2.
Lucy. When things were at their worst, she revealed herself to be an assassin.
She never
who helped
changed
me
her
escape.
bloody shirt.
I was hoping that would be the end of my misadventures. But we were just getting started. Back into another Animus I went. Now, I'm reliving the memories of Ezio Auditore da Firenze, my ancestor from the Renaissance, searching for a path forward. Through the bleeding effect, I'm becoming an assassin in more than just name. It will come in handy as the Templars prepare to enslave us all. They found us. They've crashed our hideout and we're fleeing the scene looking for a place to hide. Only there isn't any and time is running short. My name is Desmond Miles, and this is my story.
My name is Desmond Miles, and this is my story. Okay, so onward to Brotherhood. Starting in the year 1499. Norse mythology is what they're moving to, yeah, with Valhalla and Mirage.
How did you find me? Mario Auditore let me here.
Oh. Oh, stab him. That's a big fight. So this game should be graphically even prettier than the previous game, right? Because this game would have come out a couple of years later.
I have to run some diagnostics.
Would it
I'll
not?
get back to you.
I mean, there may not be a huge difference. She's running diagnostics. Am I supposed to be doing something right now? No, I'm waiting. Long loading screen.
It is done. The message is delivered. We are gone now from this world. All of us. We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
Desmond? Who's Desmond?
Who is Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
Why can they do no more, Illirox? If they're so advanced and they're responsible for creating human life, why are they suddenly helpless and powerless and they can't do shit? If they started the whole ball rolling, and they're so advanced and created all this life and la la la, why suddenly are they like, oh, we can't do anything now. It's too late. It's done. You are... Desmond, you are our last hope. Okay. I don't remember the controls at all, chat. So this is going to be a bit of a fumble fest. Let's see, let me practice. What's this do? That's my stab. No, don't spoil. Don't spoil. I guess I'm asking a rhetorical question, but you see my point, right? That is a point of confusion for me. If these guys are so all-powerful and all-knowing and created life, and why suddenly does Desmond have to get everything done? Why are they helpless? But obviously there's a reason that will be revealed. Alright, so what else do I got here? What does triangle do? Nothing? I don't remember what any of them... Oh. That's my weapons wheel. That's my choice wheel. Okay. This is my... So if I go here and I do this, I pull the sword out. I can put it away like that, pull it out. Attack like that. Okay. I kind of remember some stuff. It's coming back. Oh, that's my eagle vision. Okay. Okay. But it's been a while, chat. So there's going to be some fumbling. There's going to be some fumbling. It's a legitimate reason, but also a stupid reason at the same time. Okay. What's up, Seconds? How are you, man? Nice to see you, bud. There are some little improvements in the weapons wheel. Okay. I'm sure it probably won't take me long to... It probably won't take me long to... That's the scepter that the Pope had, right? That's the... That we fought that guy before we went into that room. I'll probably figure out my controls again pretty quick, but it'll take a few minutes. This looks like a parkour puzzle. Uncle!
Better in the hands of the earth than in the hands of man.
Uncle?
What can I say? We sent a single man against an entire army. I was worried. Quick, climb up. We have to get out of here.
Okay, shit. Now the pressure's... Now I gotta remember how to do any of this shit. Eagle vision. Hold to turn on the eagle vision on and off. Okay, they are gonna give me a little tutorial action. Okay, good. Use eagle vision to display information about your surroundings. So there's a certain group I have to climb on. This group over here. How do I jump, chat? Oh, that's right. I have to hold the trigger button down to jump. Okay. Forgot about that. And there's like a leap grab too, but it doesn't look like it's... There's a leap grab too I gotta do. What's the grab button? Use L. Do I need to use it? Yeah. What's the... I forget the grab button, though. I know I can jump to grab, but there's a button I gotta push at that moment. Is it circle? It's circle, okay. Here we go.
You would not believe the things I have seen, Mario.
Then be sure to stay alive that I might hear of them.
I expect opposition.
And I expect the Borgia to mourn the loss of many lives tonight.
That's what they need to do, Kaz. Arnold Schwarzenegger needs to get into video game voice acting. That would be hilarious. Mario Auditoir. We know who he is. So run R2. They are gonna refresh me. Okay, good. I'm glad they're gonna refresh me.
Che cosa fate qui? Assassini! God will see you pay for your crimes! You have desecrated the sanctity of this holy place!
You condemn what you do not understand.
We must go, Ezio. Now.
They need to create like a superhero style, big, bulky,
The voice of the devil.
Austrian accented character.
Turn away from them!
Like a superhero character for video games and have a series, and he can have all kinds of crazy one-liners like "Consider that a divorce. I'll be back." You can do all these different things, but a totally new character, not Terminator, not
Did Rodrigo manage to hurt
the Total Recall
Barely.
guy, just some whole
My armor
completely
blunted
new
his attack.
fantasy game character. That's a boat he hasn't sailed on. That's a ship he hasn't sailed on yet. You'd think he would. See a lot of money in that for him, I would think. Some game that totally doesn't take itself seriously. That's like super silly and cheesy, and everybody loves to play it. Mortal Kombat 11. He's featured as the Terminator. Is he? What's up, Frosty? How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Cheers. We're just getting started on Brotherhood. Oh, Jesus. The fight is on.
From the look of things.
Now I remember.
Not bad for an old man.
Agreed.
How do I do the parry thing again? I know there's a parry. I think it's this.
Excellent.
No, is it this?
Good one. Impressive.
That's it. No, it's not. That's it. I think is that the parry? I can't remember the parry. I don't remember the parry, chat. I'll put my sword away. R2 press. Oh, there it is. Oh, it says it on the screen. Like I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, chat. Okay. Hang on. Let me get my weapon out. How do I get the weapon out, chat? There it is. So it's R2. What did it say? R2 square. I'm dead. I'm dead. No! I told you this was gonna happen. They had it on the screen and I wasn't even reading the screen. I was too busy pressing buttons and looking at the guy hitting me. I told you this was gonna happen, chat. That's
are you
alright.
doing?
I gotta learn the hard way. R2 square. R2
Saving
square.
you from the look of things.
Not bad for
How
an
do I
old
lock
man.
on? There we go.
Agreed. You still have some skill.
So they gotta be simultaneous?
Excellent.
It's not working.
Good one. Impressive.
R2 square doesn't work. There it goes. There it goes. Come on, bitch. There it goes. All right, I'm getting there, Chad. I'm getting there. All right, 3 for 3. Doing better. Can't get this guy. There we go. Ugh. There we go. Let's go, Mario. I made a fool of myself. I'm supposed to be saving. I'm supposed to be protecting Mario. Oh, he can parkour too. Oh, apparently I can't though. Why isn't he grabbing that, Chad? Why aren't you grabbing that? Okay, try again.
You can't just do whatever you think.
Get up there. All right. go, Mario. Where are we going, buddy? Mario is the map right now. Oh no! Come on! Get up there. This is bullshit, chat. Okay, Mario, let's go. Where you at? Oh, now I gotta fight because Mario got involved. Come on, Mario. Sorry I slipped. They should make a game where he plays himself, saving us from terrorism. Some shit. Yeah, it'd be funny. That would be funny. Metal Wolf Chaos 2. Where's Mario gone, chat? I've lost Mario now. Oh, did he go ahead of me? He went ahead of me. He's down there. All right, Mario, I'm coming. Hold on, Mario, I'm coming. I'm trying to relearn my... Oh, for the love of Jesus. Oh my God. I'm trying to relearn my parkour skills. I'm gonna have to save Mario now. He's fighting everybody because I screwed up. Okay, hang on. Where am I? Not that. How do I get my... Oh God, this is a shit show. Mario, let's go, come on. How do I get my weapon wheel again? There it is, there's my weapon wheel. That's what I want, I want this thing. Okay. All right, Mario, I'm with you, baby. I don't know why I'm crouching, but... Oh, why are you jumping backwards? Just go straight up. 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 Go up. There you go. Uncle, I'm with you. I'm hoping that the parkour will be a little better, hopefully, than the previous game. Maybe that's a false hope, I don't know. It's not like the other game was bad. It was just sometimes when you're in a certain position, there's a multitude of choices that your parkour action could take, and it oftentimes took the wrong one.
This decision is yours alone to make. Only do so quickly.
What am I gonna do?
Give it to me.
Throw it in the water?
Do with it as you will later.
Bene.
Jump!
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Beautiful music. Beautiful presentation. That's my tutorial. I'm ready now, chat. I'm ready. I've learned all my controls. My parkour skills are right back on point. Right back where I was from the end of the previous game. No fears. I already have one death, which I haven't accounted for. Now I have. We're ready to go. Damaged armor. Armor gets damaged over time. This I know. Gotta go to the blacksmith to fix it. Montaglione. We're back to the villa. On horses? Yes.
And then Minerva talked about the sun. She told of a disaster that occurred long ago, and another that is coming.
Unlike the
Sometime
Assassin's
far in the
Creed
future,
2, where I went
Then you
and
need not worry about it.
ran around finding every piece of loot
That's how work is
and
done.
every single
so
map
bad?
shard and everything. I'm not gonna do that with this game. We're just gonna we're gonna hardcore the main story. We're not gonna turn Brotherhood into a meal. We're gonna keep it moving.
We upgraded the arsenal while you were away.
Ah, and it is now customary for you to fire cannonballs at visitors.
My apologies. We only installed them a few days ago. My men are still being trained in their use.
Or at least I'm going to try. There may be times when they force me, but... Or there might be some particular... You guys know the story. There may be some piece of armor or weapon that you guys say is worth climbing every tower in every map to do. But primarily my goal is to keep the story tight. Not spend like 2 streams running around a map picking up every treasure chest. Even though I like the idea of being rich and having a lot of money. Can we ride the horses in here? Last time you weren't allowed.
Welcome back.
Welcome back!
Ezio. Look, it is
The returning heroes.
Let me see.
Ezio Auditore is a good man, a man of the people, of the community, a future mayoral candidate or minister of parliament. Unless he fancies himself a dictator, in which case, but then he wouldn't be a good man, would he?
Thanks to you.
Brother.
Claudia.
She finally left the desk.
It is
She's
good
not
to
looking
be
at the
home.
books anymore.
How is mother?
She's fine. I heard you were returning, but I'm glad to see it with my own eyes. The Contessa of Forlì is here to welcome you. I had no idea you were so famous.
Caterina? Here?
Is it finished then? Is the Spaniard truly dead?
Gather the others in Mario's
I
study
killed
tonight.
the bastard with my
Explain
own
everything there.
hands. Hey, Bacon, what's
Steal
up,
yourself,
man?
Ezio. They will
Cheers
have
and sociable
many
to you.
Questions.
Claudia.
Claudia.
The Contessa, I look forward to seeing her this evening.
Oh. So Mama's actually gonna talk to us now? Your next available memory is always shown on your mini-map, so we've got some main story stuff to do. We're not going to the villa just yet. Look at my fancy clothes. This is the last... Was this our final form? I'm trying to... Have they carried over? They have, right? They've carried over all my stuff, right? From where I left off. So the save file carried over, did it? So my sword... How do I look at my inventory? Hang on. Okay, hang on. Did they carry over my stuff? Is that here? Or is it it's on... Yeah, it is here. Okay, inventory. So weapons. Notched blade. Sword of Altair. 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 So if I go into the villa, is all of the weapons, armor, and suits and stuff that I collected from the previous game there? What if I hadn't? What if I hadn't collected all the armor and done all the things? Would this game give them all to me, or only certain items, if I go there now, or only certain items there? I wonder. There's something in outfits. There's a new outfit. Oh, this is what they were trying to tell me with the pop-up, right? There's a new outfit. Armor of Altair. That's the one I'm wearing, though. So, I guess it took a while for Ubisoft Store to figure out I already had that armor set, Apple, because there it is right there. There's no exclamation mark here. Does that make the exclamation mark go away? It does, okay. Because we already got that armor set when we completed the seals. All 6 seals, right, from the previous game. All right, let's see what we got. So we've got some things to go check out. Let's go here. Let's go there. Oh, they want me to go to the stores? In case I want to change color of my clothes?
Cazzo.
No. Something else. There's supposed to be like a glowy thing, right?
These boxes.
Is it on the roof? Or behind the store? Oh, it's this chick. Is it another husband, chat? Is it another husband? No, she's got flowers.
The men in this town are no better than little girls. An army should be helping me.
What
And
is this?
look,
Final Fantasy
no one.
VII? Look at
I always get stuck with this.
Look at Ezio shaking right now. Look, he's shaking. Doesn't want to talk to her. Okay, get over there. Get over there. Okay, speak.
Need some help.
Salve.
So many flowers. Your husband must be very lucky.
I am the lucky one. I have you here to aid me.
Let me see what I can do.
Back there, I may have given you the wrong impression.
Oh?
I have no husband. The flowers are for a party.
Am I invited?
to Claudia Auditori's birthday party in the villa. If you are willing to help me again, I need someone with class to accompany me.
My first
What makes you
mission
think I
in
have
Brotherhood
class?
is to
could tell
carry
you
a
when I
box of
saw you.
flowers for some
No
random
one in
chick
this town walks with
and
this
hit on her.
man. I'm certain Ezio Auditori himself would be impressed.
Oh? What do you know of Ezio?
Claudia thinks the world of him, but he rarely visits her. From what I gather, he's distant.
I thought my
She's
first mission would be
right.
like to kill somebody.
Happy.
Oh no. You? The party was intended to be a surprise. Promise you will not tell Claudia.
This
What
isn't
will you do to
Assassin's
keep me
Creed. This
quiet?
is Flower
I am
Box
sure I
Carriers
can
Creed.
think of several things.
I'll be waiting to hear them when we get there.
Don't go for this chick, Ezio. She's got a big nose. She's got a bigger nose than you have. She's got a giant honker. Step into the lights.
Now about earning my silence.
I have something in mind. There is one condition.
Anything.
You must wait until tomorrow.
If it pleases you, I will not stand in your way.
It will be worth the wait, Ezio. Trust me.
Didn't he just like meet her like just now? Okay. Flower mission accomplished. Let's go check the next mission. So I gotta wait till tomorrow. She's playing hard to get. Tomorrow she's gonna have a box of dishes to carry or something. A box of wine. Okay, we got 2 other people to meet outside the city walls. Outside the walls? Where's the front gate? This way. Somebody right here?
Buongiorno.
Ezio.
Ezio!
Mario is going to murder me. I have lost his favorite horse.
Do not despair. I will bring it back.
God bless you, Ezio.
Ezio's a good man, Apple. Okay. Chase down Mario's horse. So I'm gonna need a horse to catch a horse. Is there any other horses? No other horses. Look, the horse is waiting for me. The horse wants to play for tag. Oh, it's not going anywhere. Get on the horse. That was easy. I'm like the town hero.
Here.
Grazie, Ezio. I can no longer keep up with the horses. Promise me you will enjoy your good health. Do not spend as much time in battle as your Uncle Mario.
My battles have already been won.
That is good news. Arrivederci, Ezio.
Okay. So we carried some flowers for a chick with a big nose. We recovered Mario's favorite horse for the stable man. Now, up on the tower, maybe? Oh, right here. No, I can't go. Oh, don't go there. Have I checked out Starfield yet? No, I have not. I've been sneaky watching Pippity Poppity play some when I've been at work and whatnot. I saw him flying around shooting shit out of some spaceships yesterday in space. I haven't played any of it though. My next game that I'll venture into outside of Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood, and Revelations, and whatever game we play in between will be Lies of P. That'll be where I go next, I'm pretty sure. Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3, and other games will definitely be on the docket. Kesmond has suggested Deadpool, but no, I haven't. Have you been playing it at all? You've played 50 hours, and it's quite a good game. It really starts to get better the more you play, because it's an immersive style game, right? Because it's kind of like Yeah, Kesman had mentioned Deadpool. He's mentioned it a few times, Illirox, and I was saying that I was looking... Like, I'm playing Brotherhood. We played Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart between 2 and Brotherhood, and I'm going to need to play a game. I want to play something to mix it up between Brotherhood and Revelations. And I was thinking I want something that's funny, lighthearted, enjoyable. Kesman suggested Deadpool. He had suggested it before. I don't even know if I have a copy or where I'd get a copy or what formats it's in or where it's at or if it would even be good to do. But Kesman had suggested it a few times, so I might look at that as something to play. No idea about the game at all. Not Faith? What's Faith? Where's this guy at? Up top? Guy or girl or guard or person or whomever? Up here? Over there. Can I get around? What's up, boys? Something wrong with your cannon here? Mercenaries. Let's read about the mercenaries. Mercenaries were highly mobile in Renaissance Italy, moving from contract to contract. Professional captains called condottieri, usually paid for by cities, recruited men for a fixed amount of time. Many for hire soldiers who served in Italy weren't even Italian, coming from places like Germany, Switzerland, and Hungary. In their perpetual struggle to dominate Italy, the Italian states hired mercenaries to wage war against their Italian neighbors, and the soldiers, many of whom had no code of honor, would often rape and sack freely. They were not good men, Apple. When the state that was bankrolling them ran out of money, the soldiers would disband, frequently to be hired or to destroy the very city they had just fought to defend, so they have no loyalties. Some mercenaries were honorable, fighting for a cause that they believed in, but men such as these were few and far between. Where they existed, however, they were much sought after. Faith is a cool horror game trilogy, is it? Let me write it down. I've never heard of it. Let me write it down, Illirox, and I'll put it on my notepad. Not lighthearted, but each game is short. Okay. Let me put it on my... I'll put it here. What's it called? Faith? I'm always looking and searching for game ideas. You know, because it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to pick... You know, you think you pick a good game... Anybody out there that streams can relate to this. You think you pick a good game, but it's not a crowd pleaser. It's people don't really want to watch that or see that. So you end up, you know, kind of maybe boring people with a game you thought might be good. And other times you pick a game just because on the off, like haphazardly, you just pick a game and you fall into something that everybody loves to watch by accident. So you never know. So I'm always on the hunt for ideas and games and things that could be played that would be enjoyable for the community. So everybody loves Faith, okay. But you gotta have faith. All right, I wrote it down on my notepad. I got a couple other suggestions there I saw from Mr. Appletrees as well. After Us, he suggested, what was it? What did I see there, Apple? I saw After Us and Immortals of Avium, you had suggested earlier as well. I have those listed there. All right. Some people don't even play games. They paint their breasts and call it content. Listen, if I had pretty privilege, Apple, if I had the ability to get on a channel and paint my breasts and just people would throw money left, right, and center at me, I'd probably be very tempted to do so. But I think if I was to try to paint my breasts, people would only throw money at me to put my shirt back on. Should stream myself building a garden gnome. Do like a I know what I should do, Apple. I should do like a just chatting art stream, like a painting stream, where we could talk and I do paintings, but what I'm actually doing is a paint by numbers. So I don't have to have any artistic ability. I just have to know numbers. Okay, here we go.
So, these are the new cannons?
Yes, Signor Ezio.
May I try one?
Yes, but... Go on, tell him. We cannot seem to make them work properly, and the fool who mounted them is nowhere to be found.
Then it is up to me to find him.
We do not want to waste your time.
It is not any trouble. I have all the time in the world now.
I have all the time in the world now. My uncle doesn't want to talk to me, and I've been picking up, carrying flower boxes and chasing horses. Anything that people want to watch is content, in your opinion. It's true. It's true. What is that? That's like that phrase, one man's pleasure, or how does it go? One man's potion is another man's poison. How's that phrase go? All right. So what am I gonna do here, Chad? I gotta go get something for these guys. Doesn't work. It's broken. It doesn't work, and they need help. So I'm gonna go to this marker and bring them back a cannonball or a blacksmith or a part for their gun. Oh, or the guy that controls the gun who's over here. What are you doing, buddy? You having a little nap? What are you up to, bro?
Salve, Messere. We need you to fix the cannons on the battlements.
Leave me be. I do not begin repairs before noon.
Do you know what time it is?
I make cannons, not clocks.
If you are busy, someone else will fix them.
Uno momento. No one else will touch my cannons.
Keep your hands off my cannons, especially my cannonballs.
Soldiers have no respect for artillery. They expect a gun to work like magic. You need to feel her out. Give her a little encouragement. We are only equipped with simple cannons now, but I got hold of a design from France, a hand cannon. Something called a wrought iron murderer. Imagine firing a cannon from your hands.
Can I push this guy? I want to give this guy a gentle push.
The future.
Oh, I can't do it. I'm not allowed to push this guy while he's walking. You can only do that, I think, when I'm walking in a crowd, probably. Look at this city. Does it look any graphically? Does it look from this game to the other game? Does it look any prettier than the previous game? It's both the same, right? Not. The lighting is definitely different. They've got this crazy orange sky thing going on. Is there like wildfires going on in the distance? Is that like smoke from war, or is that just fancy sunset
What have you
clouds?
done? We used them. They were not ready for firing. You could have gotten us all killed. Let me see.
His breath is more fatal than our cannons.
Only when you two fools are shooting them. There, try it.
Technically, everything is content, even if people don't watch it. But that's a kind of a cop out. Toilet stream. Watch me take a poop. Somebody would watch it, right? Use the cannon. I've got to shoot some stuff. Here we go.
Aim at something to test the alignment.
Obviously, this is going to come into play later, isn't it? I'm going to have to mount. We're going to have to do like it's going to be like a tower defense thing happening later. They're teaching me this now for later, right? Let's take out the targets, chat. Bam! Do I know the movie? Yes, I watched. Yeah, I watched the true where they, like that was like a foreshadowing of like reality TV, with Jim Carrey not realizing at first that his entire life was fake content for television audience. Fight content is what you want to watch, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's no longer content. It's dunk shit. Shitty content. We'll just call that shitty content, Apple. It's content, but now it's shitty content.
Perfect. At least
They show him, film him sleeping and getting up. That's so weird. It's so like. What happened?
I must go.
Oh, that's
Thanks
it.
for your help. If you hear the cannons tomorrow, do not worry. We will be
It's like
practicing
Apple. It's like the Happy Hop doing a subathon, and they do the just sleeping streams, and they got the camera pointing at them in the bed sleeping, and people actually watch that. Is there an 18+ Truman Show where they have sex? See, now that's content a lot of people would watch. Just saying. Okay, let's go. Now we gotta go find somebody else. So we shot the cannon. Seems like the guy's got it working again. Happy Hob, his content is failing the God Run 3 and shouting about it. And he's getting rich off it, Apple. Or he's at least making a living. He's paying his bills, taking care of his kids, keeping the wife happy. He's doing all right. He's doing all right with that whole shtick. Bungee jumping over lakes at parks. Anyone gonna try the First Descendant beta? What's that? Is that a new game coming out? Should we look? Should I look at the game? The First Descendant? First Descendant. I never heard of this game. Let's look at the... Let me bring the trailer up. Give me a second, chat, to change the screen over. I want to go here. No, yeah. Oh wait, I want to do this. Ooh, join Katerina, Sforza, Machiavelli, and others in the villa. Look at this, we're in bed. Ooh, give me a second. Here. This is the trailer for the game you're talking about.
We must follow the will of the ancestors. Accept your calling.
There's a beta for this coming out tomorrow. Nexon Games
are risking their lives for us, for Albion. Rise, my warriors! Give your lives for Clippo!
A new character for Liza P. Okay, noted, Terrell.
This could wipe out all of the Vulgus, right? That's so cool.
Countless descendants
She's got
have
bunny
shed blood
ears
to protect the sanctity of this great place. Despite their efforts, humanity is still at risk of extinction. And you are the only chance
You're
we
here
have.
for the sexy ladies, but the game ran like shit last time you tried it. We're looking at the trailer because there's a beta coming out tomorrow. Ilrox was asking if anybody's going to play it. You going to try the beta, Pip? Is it open beta? Open beta. It looks like a cool game.
There's a grave walker.
The First Descendant. So it's like a sci-fi, Souls-like mech shooter game. Looks interesting. I never heard of it. Maybe I have to put that on my. Maybe I got to put that on my notepad. There's something to check out. If I get a chance to look at it. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool, Opchi. You never heard of it either? I never heard of it. I'd never heard of it. They've added stuff. Open beta tomorrow. Looks amazing. Seems similar. Is it similar to Warframe? Is it? It looked more involved than Warframe. Whenever I watch people play Warframe, all I ever see is like a character on like this side of the screen running in a diagonal angle forward, things coming to them at the other side of the screen, and they're just running and running and zooming and running. That's all I ever see with Warframe. But let me put that in my notepad. First Descendant. Never heard of it before. And if you hadn't heard of it either, now you have. Ilrox brought our attention to it, letting us know that there's a open beta on all platforms tomorrow. This is Warframe 10 years later, yeah? Okay, let's go. Back. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm going to look for somebody here, right? Thanks for giving me the heads up, Ilrox. I hadn't heard of it. Let's go. Oh, maybe I'm just going back to Uncle. Somebody up top here. Oh, is it the flower lady? It's not tomorrow yet. Oh, just the door. We're going in. Lady in red, what's going on? How are you? We're on the second,
Katarina.
We're on the second Assassin's Creed game now.
Here.
I desire an allegiance. The papal armies have resumed their march on Forli. Your mercenaries would be a great asset to my cause.
It is likely that I can give you what you seek. But we will talk later. Mother. Machiavelli. It is done.
My man,
Though
Ezio.
not, I think, as any of us expected.
Wearing his fancy armor that we got from the previous game.
And faced Rodrigo. No! Used the power of the papal staff against me, but I defeated him.
Is Ezio
Finding
going
the
to tell him
staff
about
and
his
the
vision?
apple, I gained access to the vault. There, a moving painting of the goddess Minerva spoke.
He is.
Told of a terrible tragedy to befall mankind in the future, but gave hope of lost temples that will provide aid to humanity. And then she called out to a phantom, Desmond, as if he were there, standing beside me. After her warning, she vanished.
Amazing.
I cannot imagine such wonders.
The vault did not house the terrible weapon we feared. This is good news.
What of this goddess, this Minerva? Did she appear human?
Yes, but her words proved otherwise. All of her kind died many years ago. I wish I could show you the magic she performed.
Who is Desmond, and where are these temples Minerva spoke of?
I do not know.
Perhaps we must search for them.
Tell me how it ended with Borgia. Did Rodrigo beg forgiveness? Make excuses? Promise power in return?
No. None of those things.
He died like a worm.
Interesting. I'm surprised he remained so composed.
I let him leave.
The Spaniard lives? Once our enemies are
Okay,
dead,
he didn't die like a
we can
worm.
speak of vaults and gods and ancient places. You should have killed him. We're sure to suffer for it.
I am not here to debate the past. Together, we should discuss the future.
No. I am leaving immediately for Roma.
Ezio, I do not know why you spared him, but I trust your judgment. Machiavelli will come around.
Okay. Maria de Toro, my mama. We already know about mama. I want to go check out the armor room. Oh, I'm not allowed in. They got the door shut. Oh, I want to read about Caterina, though. Countess of Forli. The Countess by marriage, Caterina was notorious far before she ever arrived in Forli. Raised in the court of Milan, she received classical education while tutored in the art of war by her father, the Duke. At court, Caterina also acquired a passion for alchemy and hunting. In 1473, when she was 10 years old, Caterina became engaged to Girolamo Riccardo, the Pope's nephew. They consummated their marriage when she was 14. Unbelievable. Once in Rome, she was heralded as one of the most outgoing nobles at court, while her husband had a reputation for being one of the most ruthless. With the premature death of the Pope's brother, Girolamo gained more power, securing the titles of Lord of Imola and Forli. When the Pope died, looters sacked Rome, destroying Caterina's residence. Unafraid, despite being 7 months pregnant, Caterina rode on horseback to the Castel Sant'Angelo and defeated the Vatican with cannon fire and soldiers. 1484, she moved with her family to Forli, paid off by someone with a grievance against her husband. The Orsi brothers killed Girolamo in 1488. As a result, Caterina became the ruler of Forli and Imola. She wasted no time winning the favor of nearby rulers, revising the tax system and training the militia herself. Although she advocated peace, when those around her were hurt, she dealt fierce vengeance, frequently killing enemies' wives and children in punishment. A real charmer. In 1499, Caesar, in quest for territory, decided to return Forli to papal rule. Side note, the papacy claimed ownership of most regions in Italy. These lands were lent out to rulers, but papal troops could march in and reclaim them at any point, much like libraries. set out to burn down the homes of those who kept books checked out for too long. As Caesar marched towards Caterina, she sent the Pope a friendly letter that had been rubbed with the sores of plague victims. Ew. It went downhill from there. An assault by papal forces became inevitable. Caterina snuck out of Forli with a small company of soldiers on Christmas Day, 1499, and journeyed to Montegioni, seeking armed support from Ezio Auditore. So she's like, they're playing her like a femme fatale. She's like a survivor, but she'll kick you in the balls. You know, she'll act all womanly and beautiful when it suits her, but then when she needs to get scrappy, she'll kick you in the nuts. She'll give you a solid, sharp, pointed boot in the balls. So we gotta watch out. She's dangerous. We gotta watch out for her, chat. Okay, let's go. So they locked me out of all my armor doors and stuff. Where am I going? Over here? They want me to go upstairs. Mama! I gotta go see Mama? Is Mama in here? Oh, is this Caterina? Or am I just... Is this my room? Am I just taking a bath? She's gonna sneak in and kick me in the balls, Chad. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get in the tub, and this is gonna be like a scene from The Witcher happening. Yup. Oh, don't look, chat. Don't look.
Welcome home.
She's gonna... Don't rub me one of those plague sore letters, Caterina. Oh my God, Pippity Poppity, where are you? She likes to be on top. She's letting Ezio know she's in control. She learned all of this when she was 14. Ladies never had underwear like that in the 16th century.
Ready to go again?
Ready to go again?
You don't need to ask.
One should always have the freedom to choose.
She's just trying to wrap him around her finger. Let's be honest. And it worked,
Probably
Chad.
just training
Because
exercises.
Ezio's a simp. Who shot the cannonball in the window? Don't fall for it,
I have to find
Ezio.
Mario and rally the troops.
My men are in the courtyard. I aim to lead them around back and flank our attackers.
Stay out of sight.
I kill him, I'll be right back. Who's attacking us? They're hitting us with cannons. This is where I'm gonna have to get on that cannon and shoot people, right? Our beautiful villa, Chad. Oh my God. So much for this place.
The Borgia!
How did we not see this?
They must have massed to the east during the night. We need to hold them off until the townspeople have escaped.
I will take care of it.
Use the cannons above the ramparts. I intend to lead a frontal assault.
Do you have it?
I am keeping it safe. The Borgia must not be allowed to breach the walls until everyone is safely away. Insieme per la vittoria.
Insieme.
Together. One for all.
Uncle, be careful.
I will.
I see, I knew that they were teaching me that cannon for a reason. Cool action shot. Go! Ride like the wind, run the small children over. We must get to the... We must get to the tower. Trying to get around the corner. There we go. How do I get up? There we go. Oh, they did it again. Get up that ladder, bitch. There you go. No! Can't go that way. Get up. Go. Where's that gun? Over here. It's a cool sequence.
Thank God. We must put them back between the villagers.
Where's my gun? Oh, right here?
Load the cannon. Aim for the cannon, signore!
Shoot the cannons? A little lower. Too low. The game is laggy. There's lag, Chad. You gotta let it settle. There we go. Gotta piecemeal it. The game is laggy. There we go. You failed this first time, yeah? The game, it's just a little bit slow on the aim. Come on, how's that not hitting?
Stand this attack much longer.
Here we go. Boom. Can I get it? Do I gotta go to a new cannon to do it? Probably. Yep.
He's dead, signore.
Slow. Get over there. It's very laggy. It's probably because there's so much shit on the screen. Looks like my city fortifications are screwed. Get out, villagers, get out! Oh, come on.
Some townspeople
Oh, come on, move over.
Keep going!
There we go. This is so slow, this cannon turning. Do I have to go over there to use it over there or no? Is that gonna work? Can't shoot far enough, so I gotta go to a different cannon, do I? Do I have to run to a new cannon? No, they won't let me use a new cannon.
You have saved them! Wait! Soldiers are climbing the walls! Signore! Forget the cannons!
Forget the cannons! Okay, that's what was going on. Fight the soldiers?
No! I will carry on here!
Which way are they? This way? Not this way. They're not showing them on my map. Do I go down? Oh, over there. I see them. How do I get over there? R2 move towards. I gotta climb this? Oh, I gotta climb this. They want me to go a certain way. Where's my attack blades? Oh, I don't have attack blades? Oh, I only got a single one. Go! Go. L2 square. Go.
No one!
Okay, get my sword out. Where's my no? Where's my sword? Boom! Bitch! Let's do that. Try that again. Some of that. Some of that. Some of that. Some of that. Oh, I like that move. Counterattack's working. guy's hard to counter. Why can't I counter you? There we go. Damn, okay. Oh, big boy. Big boy's in town. Hang on now. Oh, don't put your sword away. No, Ezio, what are you doing, you idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot, chat. What's going on here? Heal. Oh, for the love. Oh, I healed. I managed to do it. I'm trying to get my weapon wheel out because I want to get this guy with something else. Let me see. What can I do? Fists, chat. Let's punch. Yeah, that'll work. Let's punch this guy with fists. That'll work. I'm faster with my fists, chat. He doesn't know what to do with me. He wasn't expecting that move. He wasn't expecting that kick in the balls. Oh, look at me. I'm a UFC fighter. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. We got him on the ropes. Yes, let's go. Oh, hi. 1 minute. You just saw all my moves. You just saw all my moves, so now I'm gonna have to switch to countering. Okay. 1 minute. Oh, I tried to duck it. Okay, let's go. Kick him with the balls, kick him with the knees. It's over. Uncle's gonna die? No! I'm gonna have a new bad guy to chase after.
I know you're there, Ezio! The Pope told me about you and your little group of assassins. And this! Give me the gun his friend fashioned for us! We've had too much bloodshed. I think a cleansing is in order. So consider this an invitation from my family to yours!
No! Look at that gun. No! Shit. So we've established, that's a well done scene. We've established ourselves a new baddie, huh? Is that Jared Leto? The mercenaries, they're gonna look after me.
I can walk.
Look out! They are coming! Everyone, retreat to the villa!
I'm injured, I can't fight. I have to run.
Stand with me!
Oh, I have, okay, checkpoint. Fight your way back to the villa. So I'm gonna go with my banditos.
I think I'll keep them.
I'm hurt. I'm not as quick as I once was. You know what? I think I should change to fists. I'm better with my fists, chat. Let's go, boys. Come on, boys. Back to the villa. Punch the shit out of these guys. Oh, I jab slapped him. Oh, what's up?
There! I have him!
Kick him in the balls. Oh. I'm better fighting with my fists. I know I did. I hit my teammate by accident. I forgot you can actually do that. Wait, there's a sword thing marked here. What's that? Is there a sword on the ground? Did I drop my sword? That's not my sword, right? I still have my sword if I want it, don't I? Yes, okay. I don't need that sword. I'm using my fists. Fists of Fury. Oh, don't go that way.
Ezio!
Claudia! Coming, baby. Can I do an execution streak with my fists? Every time I'm behind a tree. Okay. Oh, they gotta be in close proximity for it. My new move is the ball shot. Oh! Oh, it's over. Come here. Come get kicked. I love that move. I learned this one from my girlfriend.
Hey, Mason, we did the wrong crew.
My fists are more deadly than my sword. Where are we going? Where's my sister? I fisted your mother last night, Trebek. Oh, they got her surrounded. Oh, you son of a bitch. No. Oh, that's my flower girl. That's my sneaky link. Did they kidnap my bedmate? They did, right?
I will hold them back. Stop! Wait for us!
We thought you had been killed, Sir Ezio.
Not yet.
Where does this passage lead?
To the north, outside the walls.
I am surprised it exists. Let me through. I must go help the troops.
So I saved my... Where's my mama?
Hurry, Ezio!
Where's mama?
Where's mother?
Yeah,
Is
there
she
you go.
all right?
I am here, Ezio.
Grazie a Dio.
We could not leave without you.
The way out will be dangerous. Protect our mother.
Well, so much for the villa. So much for my uncle.
Where is Mario? I thought he would be waiting for us.
The Borgia infantry are circling the town!
Mario is dead. You must leave this place. Take mother to Firenze. Get me a horse!
You are not coming with us. Where are you riding?
To Roma!
Go, my son. Destroy them.
Oh, there you go.
But remember for whom we assassins fight.
She remembers Papa. She sees Papa in me, chat. Destroy them. But fight for good. Am I gonna pass out from blood loss? I'm gonna pass out from blood loss, and some wise old man like Obi-Wan Kenobi type guy is gonna rescue me. Can I move around?
Lucy, I can't seem to get a position on Ezio's POE.
POE? Could one of you tell me what's going on?
Sorry, Desmond. Peace of Eden. In the Vatican, Minerva talked about other temples, that they're the key to preventing whatever terrible thing is about to happen to the Earth.
Right.
They've got like a mobile truck. These guys are well, look at the size of that laptop. These guys are well funded.
To find the temples, I'm convinced we need to get our hands on Ezio's Apple of Eden. Minerva altered it somehow when she touched it.
Wait, we're at the Auditore Villa.
Yes, it's our last safe house in Italy. It turns out the Templars are watching the border.
Ezio hid the POE sometime in 1507, but when I try to access that DNA sequence, he seems to be remembering
Nolan
something
North,
else.
yeah.
Like a memory inside.
That would be kind of cool, right?
Yes,
To be
exactly.
running around in your brain
Exactly, maybe.
I believe you experienced something similar.
15th century Italy, all dressed up like an assassin, and then suddenly
like patterns, but she was
yanked
pregnant.
back to modern times in the
memories of both
exact
of
spot
Venus's
you just
father
were
and
in the
mother were
past.
competing.
Desmond's not pregnant, at least as far as I can tell. Might just have had a big lunch.
Can you skip ahead to a later memory?
No, it doesn't work.
And see like modern
Well, that sounds
signage on
we
all the
couldn't
places
access
you
all to
were
years later memories
running around
until
earlier.
Desmond had improved his
Instead of it
synchronization.
saying
But
armor,
it's
it says
possible something
Starbucks.
similar's occurred here. Ezio's troubled state is being transposed onto Desmond, destabilizing the memory. Either that, or Rebecca's just not a very good engineer.
Thanks, asshole.
What? I'm simply listing possible explanations. And that is amongst the most likely. Touchy.
This place isn't secure. Cell phone surveillance can see right through the walls.
Don't you mean satellite surveillance?
Are you kidding? Abstergo upgraded his cell towers ages ago. The waves go through everything above ground. They're gonna find us.
No, they aren't. Come with me.
Are they gonna go down to the vault? Is the vault in the modern day gonna be like a panic room? Like how somehow not only is he learning Altair and Ezio's skills, but his body is also instantly capable of doing all that without getting tired. It's true, you're not wrong.
There's a beam blocking it from the inside. We're not getting in this way.
What's our next move?
The road just loops back into the highway. This
Did
is
you
not
hear
a good
about
place for us
Peter
to be
North?
right now.
Do we have any tarps? We need to cover up the
Nolan
bay.
North, Bacon.
This, yeah, but we are running out of time.
Not Peter.
Well, help us then, Sean. Do you have any ideas?
I don't know. Maybe there's another way into the sanctuary.
Hey, I think I've got something.
Is that his son? Could you imagine? So what does your son do? Well, he's a porn star. Where am I going? Over here?
Follow me.
Desmond, that was pretty awesome.
It just felt natural.
Did she actually
We can get
change
in
her
through here.
shirt? I think she did.
Good job.
Or is she just
We'll
covering
wait
the
till here
bloodstains
then,
with the
shall we?
jacket?
Yeah, all alone with massive targets painted on our backs.
Oh, this is the cave, right? From outside the wall. We were in here once before when we had to go get codex pages.
Why won't this turn on?
It's great to be out of the Animus.
This isn't exactly my idea of a good time.
Well, let me guess. You're more the embedded 6 type.
What? Desmond?
Last Airbender and James
I know
Cameron's
how to have
Avatar getting
That's
games,
very
are they?
convincing. Yeah, I'm convinced.
I was never into the
okay, after we
Avatar
save the
movies.
world,
I
I'll show
never.
you.
I watched a bit of it.
Wait,
It didn't
can I
really
get that
grab
in
me.
writing?
I think those movies
You
are
have
either
light.
like you love them or you just didn't really care. I know a lot of people really enjoyed them. They never grabbed me though. Didn't grab you either, Bacon? Yeah, just I don't know. Just you know how like I remember Steven Spielberg. George Lucas talking about the opening scene in Star Wars 4: A New Hope, where he said he realized that this movie was a bit of a stretch for its time, you know, like a space fantasy, space opera story. Good, you know, white knight hero with a lightsaber saves the princess, la la la, in space. He said so he needed a scene that would you'd either be in or you'd be out. So he did that scene with the, you know, with the battle cruiser flying over your head, and it goes on forever and ever and ever to give you that sense of scale, and the way the credits rolled into the screen, pulling you into the movie. He said that was all purposefully done from the and the music, right? So from the get-go, like, you know, Star Wars, and it slid backwards and it drew you in. He said from the get-go he wanted to pull you in so you would buy into the movie. Because if I didn't get you then, if I didn't get you in then, if you weren't sold at that moment, the movie, you're not going to get sold. You're going to be on the outside looking through the window, not really getting into it. And I think that's what happened to me with Avatar. I just never got into Avatar. All right, was Bacon's helper throwing a fit? Failed to execute properly. Crash data was saved. I swear to God, Bacon, if Bacon's helper turns into the precursors for the Terminator.
What was that?
You lose control. If you start bringing AI into this chat, you lose control of it. It starts killing all of us. You're gonna have some answering to do, sir. They thought the effects were awesome. I heard, yeah, that was Cameron's big pet project, right? Was to have some amazing special effects. All the CGI.
Get out before I soldati catch you. Correte! No!
Okay, smooth move, dude. You killed that guy with
They escaped through here.
What?
Ezio and the villagers. After the attack, I can see them now.
I know it's difficult, But try to compartmentalize, Desmond. Focus on the present.
What if I can't stop the visions?
She is, isn't she? She is covering the bloodstains with that jacket.
Don't
She
joke
never
about
changed
that.
her clothes.
16 is dead. We're focusing on the present, okay?
This is the parkour thing, is it?
Great, it's stuck.
I can get under there.
Ready?
She's very trusting, isn't she?
Any chance you can lift that gate?
Not unless you want me to end up like that skeleton.
I'll find a way around.
Don't mind me, lady. I'll just climb the walls. Because I've got assassin skills that I've been learning through the Animus. I don't know how I know these things, but
I can drop into the corridor below through here.
Watch out for bats.
Where?
I meant in case you see any.
Remind me
parkour
not to
master.
make you a lookout.
Am I supposed to go up or down? I think down.
Desmond?
More ghosts.
So I'm
I'm
having.
here,
This
okay?
is the bleed through, right?
Stay with me.
So the longer I stay in the Animus, not only do I learn the skills, but I start having like hallucinations. The two time zones are blending together for me. I'm going crazy, chat. I'm going crazy. No! Don't look at me. I'm hideous. I'm gonna be a crazy monster. Run while you still can. The Animus is having a crazy effect. Okay, all right, enough. Let's go. What am I doing now? You fixed it? Nice, sir. Nice. With your programming skills.
Did anything fall on you?
No. Is Mother all right?
Desmond, we can't climb this.
How about you give me a boost?
That's a bad idea.
I could throw you into the air and you grab the ledge.
Even worse.
Desmond, I don't want any ideas in which I have
Follow
to
me.
do the work. Don't throw me into the air. Don't boost me up there. You have to go. I stay behind because you're the one that has to die, Desmond.
How about this?
What are you going to...
Yeah!
Nice job.
I aim to please.
All right, girl, see if you can do this.
Wonder how old these tunnels are.
Middle Ages, probably. Luckily, the beams still hold our weight.
After all this time in the Animus, I'm not so sure.
How did she
I
learn
didn't
how to
wanna say
chat?
anything,
How did she
but
learn how
you're
to
really
do
good
that?
at that.
Is she?
Ouch.
Is she? Look
even
at her.
told
She's
the
like a
rest of the
secret
wild
parkour master too.
Seriously?
No.
There's something she's not telling me. Has she been taking time in the? Has she been spending time in the Animus when I've not been looking?
Up we go.
That would be a plot twist. She turns out to be the girl I slept with in my past. A lot of assassins know how to do that. Look at the way she looks at me though, chat, with love in her eyes. Look, she can't take her eyes off me. Her body moves, but her eyes stay fixed on my masculine jawline. Meanwhile, Desmond's eyes are dead. He sees ghosts and visions. The two time zones are blending together. Okay, let's go this way. Also, medieval ages don't really mean
You know, when
much.
I
It's like
came
over
here
1,000-year period.
When Ezio came here.
There's something
I
they
meant
said
it.
about the Egyptian, right? You think of like
Shouldn't put you through all this. It's not right.
you think of like Egyptian
I'll joke
times
aside,
as
having
being
the
like
time of my life.
all in one
It's thanks
time
to you.
zone.
Just focus
But
on where you're
what was the
going,
thing I
okay?
heard the other day? It said Cleopatra is closer to us in modern day than she was to the pyramids. Like it's such a long time period. Her time of being on the earth is closer to us in modern times than she was to the pyramids. Even the you don't think of it like that because you think of it Egypt, all the same time zone kind of thing. Cleopatra's also kind of fucked up. And yeah, she was Macedonian. I know modern Hollywood, woke Hollywood wants you to think she's black, but she wasn't, right? She was Was she Greek? She was a blend, right? Let's go down here. Greek. Yeah, Greek. And very inbred.
When did this become my job?
If I pulled all the levers, then what would be left for you?
Nothing.
Nice try.
Ready?
I'll pull the levers, lady. You just push the buttons, okay?
Found a switch!
Something's open.
Of course, hers opens up the one that I have to do all the work. I gotta climb up this thing. What? Let me look at my... Oh, all right. Get off of that. Let me open up my eagle vision. I gotta climb up something, do I? Probably have to climb up here. It's not glowing, though. All the Egyptian Greek rulers only inbred because they thought the Egyptians are beneath... Oh, really? Is that why?
I'm stuck over here, but I can see a lever across the water.
Great. Ezio gets a bath with Katerina Sforza, and I get a
When I was in school, history never grabbed me or interested me, but as I have gotten older, I've become I find it quite interesting now. It's funny that there's a game called Assassin's Creed Origins, but then Assassin's Creed Odyssey DLC is the origin of origins, of all origins. Have you played all the Assassin's Creed games? And if you have, do you have a favorite? Or of the ones you've played, what's your favorite?
There's another lever up ahead. Come over here.
You haven't played all of them? Do you have a favorite of the ones you've played? How do I get over there, lady? It's easy enough to say come on over here, but... Come on over. Come on over, baby. Am I just supposed to jump across? You played up to Black Flag and then you dropped it because it was boring and came back at Origins. And your favorite is Valhalla. Really? Valhalla's your favorite? I saw Valhalla on sale the other day.
This way.
But I wasn't sure if Valhalla was just a big to-do list or if it was actually a really good story. And is there a good campaign in it? You know how Ubisoft loves to fill their maps with just a gajillion to-do list things. But is there actually, if you dig under that, is there like a good story and good voice acting and good compelling reason to play it? Where am I? She wants me to go over there, but how?
Come on, Desmond, let's go.
Story is really good, but it's also very bloated with stuff, yeah? She said, come on, yeah, okay, lady, how? Am I supposed to just jump in the water and swim, or is that instant death? I guess I swim.
Oh man, it's freezing!
Stop whining.
It's easy for you to say. You aren't swimming in medieval toxic waste.
Exactly, girl. Now I'm all wet.
Smell terrible.
You're
and I stink. I should just push you in the water, girl, and then see how you like it. Are you gonna pull that lever or what? Going over? Do I have to do this lever while she does that lever? Is that what's happening here? Or am I being naive? I think I'm being naive. Maybe I'm supposed to talk to her. I'm just taking a little swim. Let me get back out. Rotondo, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you, sir. If you want to know the overall precursor stuff, you can skip all the Assassin's Creeds after 3 and come back with Odyssey and Valhalla. Really? Odyssey and Valhalla are really expend on the precursors, probably Mirage 2. Interesting, okay. Look, I got the Jimmy leg. Look, watch. Does he do it? Is it gonna happen again? Oh. My leg was freaking out there for a minute. What do you want me to do? Stand on this with you? Looks like they want me to climb this thing by the looks of things. Oh, I see. I am supposed to go pull that lever, but there was a sneaky way to get across. Okay.
Remember, this is the time of your life.
Foolish me. I thought I could just swim there. He had no water on his leg, so it did that Jimmy. I did the Jimmy leg. All right, here we go.
Ready?
Go for it.
Go for it. Get over here, girl. Okay, now.
How come you don't have to get wet?
I was just about to say that, Desmond. I was just
Charming.
about to say, the next bit of swimming, she has to do it. Push her in, Desmond. Give her a gentle push. I can't. I got this, girl. Don't worry. I got this. Hit it. Oh, she has to be with me so we fly in the air.
Thanks.
Heads up! We are on the other side! Hurry!
Follow the ghosts.
Cazzo! Dio mi salvi!
It's interesting to you that all four-legged mammals can do that whole body shake thing when they get wet, but
I have an
two-leggeds
idea.
can't.
You'll have to help me.
That'd be pretty cool
Stand
if
at
we
the
could
edge
do that,
and get ready.
Elrox. Go for a swim, get out of the pool, and just like without even toweling off, just do the whole head to toe super twitch. That'd be wild.
Ready.
I guess we don't have enough fur on our bodies.
Made it! Let me see.
Oh, you go on ahead. I'll just stay here to die in the dark with the bats.
Jump across.
That has to be
Nice
hard
work.
on the knees.
The bats will be disappointed.
For now.
Soldati, I have found an entrance.
Monkeys can't do it, and they have fur. Really? Interesting. Maybe it's not fur related. You just figure it might be because that's kind of like their fur holds all the water, so they shake it off. Not up here?
You'd think these stairs would lead somewhere.
But they don't.
Well, life is full of...
I'm just messing around. I'm just looking to see what's here. Okay, girl, let's go. Come on. I'm just messing around. Let's go this way. It's a four-leg, two-leg thing. You're probably right. Do I need to go down this, or should I can go down this. What's down here? There is a jump across thing up there. I wonder if there's a secret. I don't know. Do they show a map? They don't show a map.
I'll wait here.
This is very...
Good. Let me just go and
this
get that bridge
sequence
down
is
for you.
very
I did the last
Uncharted.
And I'm sure that will be your last one.
Haha, very funny.
This is a very Uncharted sequence. Hit it.
Got it.
That'd be hilarious. I wonder, Illirox, I wonder if a woolly mammoth could do it. That would be the true test of whether fur was involved. Am I supposed to drop down? Did she go down there? Or what? She's back over here. Do I go back to you, girl? I think we just go down. Oh, there's a plate here.
Now it's my turn to even
Throw her.
score. There.
Thanks. It's a start.
Do your magic.
Hocus pocus. Abracadabra. What's my magic this time, chat? What am I doing? Am I going over there? Have a good sleep, Ilrox. Nice hanging with you, bud. See you again soon. Hit it.
Up you go.
Thanks. We make a good team.
High five.
Okay.
Come on, Desmond, let's go.
I throw her over. She hasn't even like turned around yet. She's already nagging me. Come on, what's taking so long? Where were you when the lights went out? In the dark. We've made it inside the villa, into the vault.
Wow.
Sees himself. He sees Ezio.
He looks so old. Ezio must have come back here way after the attack. But why?
Desmond!
Right.
But he doesn't
Let's
see
open that door.
Claudia or Mama. He just sees Ezio. Locks.
There's something here.
Can you open the damn...
Sean, come on in.
You guys did it.
About bloody time. What's that?
Looks like something Ezio left behind. There are numbers underneath it. 1419, 1420, and 1421.
Maybe you should lie down for a bit.
No, it's all right. I'm fine.
Whoa, they really built this place to last. No signs of structural damage, no cell signal either. Should be safe to set up. Let's get the Animus down there.
Let's get the Animus down there. I'm listening to some rock and roll on my headphones while we get this done. Wow, that's quick. They moved a lot of shit in there.
Everything's good here. Sean, hide the van in town and make sure you aren't followed.
Who carried all that down there?
Where's that smell?
It's my clothes.
They smell like you swam through a sewer.
It was Lucy's idea.
Wait a second, guys. We need power down here. There's a line running nearby I can
Wait
hook
a minute,
into,
where's
but
the plug?
water
Wait, oh, we forgot. They didn't have any plug. They didn't have any
of course,
outlets in the
Anything
villa.
else you two would like? You know, some caviar perhaps? Maybe you'd like me to knit you a lovely hat? No? Fine, follow me.
Sean's just jealous because all the girls want me, chat. Or maybe he's just pissed off because they made us do all the heavy lifting. Where are we gonna plug everything in at? Ladies can't resist a messenger bag. Like, that's what it is. It's the man purse. And the smell of sewer shit. Yeah. They don't go for the guy in the semi-cash sweater. The V-neck sweater.
Right, look around Monteriggioni for circuit boxes. Rebecca's little doodahs, they'll reroute small amounts of electricity to the power line underneath the villa. Don't ask me how they work. If I understood that, I wouldn't be the fella hiding the van.
Right, hold, turn on the Eagle Vision. I have to find 4 power rerouters. So let's turn on the Eagle Vision. What do they look like? Is there one? No. Is this one right here? Is this is my first one? They make it really obvious. So I I gotta find 3 more of those. 3 more boxes in the just in the general area. Oh, is that a... What's that caution tape over there? Do they show them on my map? No map. Just gotta run around looking for glowy stuff. I'll probably have to climb. I probably have to parkour myself around, do I? Start on the ground. It's over here. Anything over here? Oh, I see the wires. There's one. There's one. Two more to find. Okay. Can I just follow the wire then without going on vision? Vision quest? Let's go up here. Because the wire goes this way, right? It stops right there though. All the wires I would assume are connected, so... Oh, here we go. Let's go this way. Let's go up here. So go this way. Follow the wire. Does the wire go this way? Yep. It stops right there, though. So the wire doesn't really help. The wires come to a dead end. So... Vision is the way to go. Let's get back on ground level. Alright. Wonder if there's like a logical sequence to these things. Because this is a big villa. Here's some wires. Here we go. Here we go. Get some wire action. Up top. Up top. All right, we got one more. So they do put them up above as well. Okay. Let's keep this counterclockwise pathing. Seems to be working. Oh, gotta put my night vision on. Look for wires. The wires are the giveaway. Oh, over there. Look at all those wires. Right there. Look at this bike. I wonder if I get to ride motorcycles in this game. Probably. They wouldn't go to all the lengths of designing a motorcycle in the game if you didn't get to ride one, would they? Okay, let there be light.
I'm back.
Just in time. The sun's rising.
Yes, it's booted. We're good to go.
It's booted.
Did you miss me? No?
See?
Anyone?
See? He's jealous.
Hello? Am I speaking out loud? Hello?
He's jealous.
Bollocks.
Let's get started.
He's got to get himself a man purse, lady. Or, I mean, seconds. Let's go. Get in the goddamn Animus. Can I talk to you? Sean. Sean, don't be like that.
Do you have any clue about those numbers under the drawing?
1419, 1420, 1421. Maybe something to do with the 100 Years' War. Or wait, in 1419, Pope Martin V arrived in Florence, right? He left for Rome in 1420, and that was the same year Brunelleschi began building the Duomo. And in 1421... Yeah, I'll have to do some more research, I think.
Alright, let's go. Let's talk to everybody. What's she saying?
What are we gonna do about Abstergo?
Wait it out. As soon as we find the apple, I get in contact with our other teams in Europe, but as far as Italy goes, we're on our own.
It'd be nice to have some help from above.
Our top assassins are busy gathering info about the Templar satellite launch. We've pinpointed several possible facilities in the US, China, and Russia, but there are no clear leads yet.
It's kind of like a game of football. You got two teams, the Templars and the Assassins, and they're kicking the apple around, passing the apple around.
You seem focused.
I've been busy patching new systems into Baby here. She's only gonna get better.
Is Desmond gonna be able to relive memories this time?
As a matter of fact, he will.
Alright, get in the goddamn Animus, Desmond. She's also secretly programmed a sex scene with herself and Desmond for 100, 200 years, 300 years earlier. But she's not telling any of them about that.
As you may have noticed in the van, I've made some improvements to the Animus, and I've also patched in a new VR training program. Here you can show off all those flashy moves you picked up from your ancestors. Let me open one of the missions.
It's like a challenge thing? Short kill streak. In 45 seconds, get the longest kill streak. Really? What? What am I killing?
Go for the opening!
Ow. I don't know if I'm doing very good at this kill streak. I don't know if I did. Short. I got a short kill streak. Am I?
You can access more
having
VR
fun,
missions
Pip.
from the
Having
Animus
fun.
desktop. As you complete training sessions, I'll add additional challenges. To stop your subconscious from rejecting Ezio's later memories, you're gonna have to live them in the order his genome recorded them. Highlight sequence 2 for me, Desmond.
We,
Good, now select it and you're gonna see the memories inside. Once you've unlocked a memory by accessing
Give me a
this menu,
second.
you
She's
can
busy
relive it as
cutting
many
me
times
off.
as you want.
But what if there are memories I just want to forget?
Desmond, this is very important. If you need to take a break, log out of the Animus. You can leave the machine whenever you like.
I'm all set to go. Don't worry.
One last thing. As you raise your synchronization by executing events the way Ezio lived them, you might even discover some repressed memories. Okay, let's get started. Select the first memory.
That's where she hid the. That's where she programmed her own sex scene with Desmond, in the repressed memories.
Desmond, I've been looking at those gibberish 5-digit codes from the end of Subject 16's files, and I seem to have discovered a remarkable coincidence. The codes correspond perfectly with coordinates inside the Animus. I've tagged the landmarks, pinpointed by the coordinates with eye icons in the database. Now, odds are you won't find anything there, but, well, who knows?
We've, Pip, now they've finished cutting me off. We, finished the first sequence. We had to relocate, do an emergency relocate of all of our Animus and our equipment and our research laboratory.
Calmate.
And we relocated it in the modern-day basement of
Where have you brought me?
the villa that was destroyed in
man left you here.
1499, which we have now traveled back to.
Only this. You are to meet Messer
My uncle got
Machiavelli
killed.
in front of the Mausoleo di Augusto.
I saved my sister and my
Let me help you
mother.
get dressed.
Then I rode out for revenge and I passed out
The
due to
same
blood
man who
loss.
brought me here gave me these clothes.
Si, Messer.
And I woke up in this woman's bedroom. She saved my life. Don't know who she is.
We have always wanted to make the pilgrimage to Santiago. Now we have some coin.
They introduced a new bad guy who killed my uncle. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
There was a whole
Or what is
sequence
left of
in
it
modern
since the
times where we
Borgia
had to
came
sneak
power.
into the...
And the mausoleo.
Unfortunately, you cannot see it from here.
How about from
the
the
vault
top of that
through
church?
a back entrance, through
Yes,
a
but the
parkour
stairs
deal.
up are closed.
That should not be a problem. Vi ringrazio di tutto quello che avete fatto per me, buona donna. Addio.
The Wilderness of Tigers, sequence number 2. Chat, I hate to do this, but I gotta call it here for the day. I have to go to work early today. That's a good spot to hold it. We're starting sequence 2 right there. Find the doctor to heal the wounds from the villa attack, and then climb the church tower and locate Mausoleo di Castillo. Okay. We're gonna call it here. That's a perfect spot. We're on sequence 2. Let's call it right there. Do I need to do a manual? It's checkpoint, right? It'll be good. Let's call it there, and I will be back tomorrow at noon, and we'll continue on from sequence 2. I gotta go into work early today. I still haven't showered. I gotta shave. I got the bum fuzz going on, as Salem's would say, and I still haven't eaten. I think I'm gonna have all this Italians maybe want pizza or pasta. Chat. Let's call it there. Can we rate anybody up? Is there anybody out there in the community that is streaming anything right now? Let's see. Rotondo was here. I don't think he's streaming. Pip, you're not streaming, are you? No, you're working, right? Don't think there's anybody at the moment. Look for Mr. Pip. Are you streaming later tonight? Are you doing some Starfield tonight? If you are, look for Mr. Pippity Poppity tonight. He's probably going to be doing some Starfield. I was lurking from work on breaks, coffee breaks, watching you fly around in your spaceship, shooting other ships in space. Looks like you're enjoying the game. More Starfield tonight. There you go, Chad. Check out Mr. Pippity Poppity tonight. He'll be playing some Starfield. I'm excited about Liza P. That drops today or tomorrow, doesn't it? I won't be playing that until later, though, because I got the Assassin's Creed collection and the game in between the Assassin's Creed collection. But I will be doing it, so I'm avoiding Liza P. spoilers and stuff. But definitely check out Mr. Pippity Poppity tonight. You and your adoring fans doing the murder. Do it, man. Do it. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, listen, we'll do. Hey, Tat, what's up, bud? You're playing Eliza P now, and it dropped early. Did it? I hear it's really good. I heard Ko and Zeke and it's me JP talking about it on Drop Frames, and they say it's they're really liking it, saying it's fantastic. Hopefully, your experience is similar. I heard they fixed the dodge mechanic too, which I'm excited to check out. Because of all of us Dark Souls whiners, they appeased us. And I've been doing more off-stream practice on Dark Souls as well. I've been working on my no-hit run for that, so to keep Appletree happy, because I got to get that monkey off my back and stop him from teasing me about having never finished that. Ko is loving it. I've heard that. Yeah, awesome. I'm excited to play it at some point in time, but we've got games to get through, which is always a good problem to have, right? Have lots of games to get through. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Be there. Be square noon. More connections fun. Ciao for now.